Kid has a baseball game. Dad's missing the baseball game. There's two ways that that kid can look at this. One is dad cares more about business than he does about the kid. That's not the way you want them to, right?
Right.
The other way is dad is out of town so that kid can continue to live the lifestyle that he's living because dad's building a legacy for their family. Those are two completely different takes. Okay. The difference is the kid's involved with the second take. The kid is bought in. Dad sat with them, the children, and said, look, I'm going to be out of town. I don't want to be out of town. I want to be here at your game. Okay. I have to be out of town. And part of this is I'm building a future for us. Okay. There's two completely different takes. You've got to get buy-in from your kids. You've got to get buy-in from your wife. You're out late at a business function and you don't get home till 10 or 11 o'clock at night and your wife's asleep by the time you get home. You left the house before she woke up. Are you going to have a successful marriage that way? Not if she doesn't have buy-in. Not if she doesn't understand that you're doing this not because you necessarily want to, but you're doing it because it's what you have to do to make it work.
Right.
You with me?
And the other thing I've heard from a lot of my clients is we have people that are home, but they're not there. Like they're not present.
Yeah.
You know, their mind is still solving issues at work. And so the people in their world, you know, their wife, their kids, like, yeah, I know you're here, dad, or I know you're here, mom, but you're not here. You know, you're just not present.
Yeah.
And so and I think that's part of that insecurity. If I'm not constantly, you know, generating new stuff and creating new things, like what am I going to do with myself? And so we keep our mind going and we never deal with that ache inside of our soul that is really that insecurity piece. So
Why
really helping, go ahead.
That's why this holistic approach that you're bringing is so
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Seriously, and I want to acknowledge you for it because it's a big deal, right?
Mhm.
It's a big deal in terms of how people can change their lives. And one of the things they have to do is they just have to care enough to ask. Just care
Mhm.
enough to ask, right?
Right.
If
Yeah.
dad's here and he's not engaged, he's not present, that kind of thing,
Mhm.
then you need to pick time where he turns his phone off. You need to pick time
Right.
where he turns his computer off, right? You need to pick
Right.
time where he does a digital detox type thing. There's a
Right.
guy that's been on a friend of ours that's been on the program now twice, and his name's Scott Mann.